Hi friends, so welcome back to my channel. My name is Ejiri Adebawojo. I'm a business analyst by day and into content creation as a passion. So this channel is where we talk about real ways to learn digital skills, make money online, and also use AI tools without needing a tech degree. Today's topic is about AI agents, but don't worry, I know that sounds already technical, but I'll be talking about it in a simple way, as simple as possible, like when you're communicating with a 10-year-old. So you don't need to know code, you don't even need to be a tech person to be able to understand what AI agents are and how you can use them in your everyday life, to increase your productivity and also increase your efficiency. Many of the videos we see out there, when you look at the graphs, when you look at all of the things on their screen, the models they're building on their screen, and you begin to wonder, can I actually do this? And then you flip over it. But it's really not as complex as you think it is. It's something that everybody can do, and I'll try as much as possible to make it crystal clear. If you've ever used ChatGPT or are still using ChatGPT, or you've asked Siri a simple question and then you get a response from Siri on your phone, or seen an AI, do something smart automatically, then you already have an idea of how AI agents really work. Now, let's break it down. Now, what's an AI agent? An AI agent is a digital assistant that can take action based on what it sees, hears, or is told to do. Now, think about it like a smart helper. You give it a goal, it figures out what steps to take on its own, and it does the work for you, often without needing more help. It's just like when you have a PA in real world and then you tell it what to do, and it's able to put all of your tasks together for that particular day. It's able to follow through with you, your planning and all of that, to ensure that you're meeting to your goal for that particular day. So that's the same thing when you talk about AI agents. They are there. The only difference is that an AI agent does not go to sleep. An AI agent does not get sick or get tired. That's how it really works. One wonderful thing to know about AI agents is that it's not just googling things from the web, going online to search Google and give you a response. It's also doing things on your behalf, sending emails on your behalf, analyzing data on your behalf, booking appointments for you, and also even designing websites on your behalf. And then that takes out majority of the workload for you, makes you more efficient, because if it's able to do, say, 30, 40, 50% of what you originally would do, that would also increase your speed, and your productivity. Now, the cool parts about AI agents is that some of them can even decide what to do next, even if they run into a problem, just like any human person. So they have that capability to be able to not just search for answers, they are also thinking and also acting, which makes it quite unique. To give you examples of AI agents, I'll say one of them is ChatGPT with plugins or tools. So when you look at that, it can write your email, then send it via Gmail for you, then set a reminder on your calendar as well for you. When you look at something like Siri or Alexa, for those of us who use Alexa at home, or even Google as Assistant, when you say, remind me to drink water every day, and then create the reminder for you, that's an AI agent. And when it gets to that particular time of the day, it's able to, remind you to do that particular thing you want to do. So it's as simple as that, really. Alright guys, so just to show you how you can create an AI agent for yourself, I'm going to be using ChatGPT because it's a very popular one. So when you want to build a ChatGPT agent, you can come on here, click GPTs, and then it opens up this interface to you. Now you click on create, and then this opens up. So here I'm going to be typing the name I want to call my GPT. I'm also going to be putting in the description for my GPT, and then of course some instructions just around here. Then I'm also going to put a conversation starter, and then scroll down here. I'll click on this, and then it should be able to create our GPT. So it's really that simple. Okay, so I want to create a coffee business, but to help you understand where I am coming from, I'll be putting in a prompt here on regular ChatGPT, and I'm going to be clicking it. Let's see the business idea is able to come up with for us. Now you can see that ChatGPT, regular ChatGPT, has come up with a document I can use that has an executive summary, unique value proposition, a target audience, a business model I can use. It has also put in here the startup costs and potential revenue if I decide to go for this business. Then of course branding, with my business, a marketing strategy. It also did some SWOT analysis, which is lovely. and decision summary. So based on the decision, this is what is coming to. It has also given me, next steps. Now, to tell you how agents are different from a regular ChatGPT or a regular chatbot. Yeah, it has gone to the extent of giving me very lovely business proposal document, but by the time I come back tomorrow, it might not remember that conversation. I'm actually using ChatGPT 4.0, which is of course a more advanced version. But if you're using a version that is lower, when you come online by tomorrow, ChatGPT has moved on. That's probably forgotten about this conversation we've had today, and then you have to keep on, reminding it or starting all over again. And that's what makes it different from an AI agent. An AI agent functions like your business, assistant or like a personal assistant to you. If you use an AI agent to build, this same thing to generate, an idea of building a coffee business, by the time I'm opening my laptop, coming back tomorrow, it's already, it's remembered the conversation we had. It's giving me next set of steps, and it's also following up, helping to ensure that I achieve my goals. ChatGPT will probably not remember to do that. It has moved on, so that's where agents are really, really important. So I'm going to be creating an AI agent specifically for, my coffee business, and let's see what it's able to do with that. All right, so I'm going to call my ChatGPT agent Coffee Biz Assistant, and in here I'm going to put a quick description. So I'm typing here a helpful assistant built to support the planning, launch, and growth of a unique coffee business, from branding to customer engagement. Okay, so in here, I'm going to give it a set of instructions, how you want the agent to behave, what you want the agent to do, and what you want it to avoid if there's anything like that. So I've typed in here my prompts, and I'll quickly show you. So I have here, you are a helpful strategic assistant, for a user starting a new coffee business. Your job is to help plan, launch, and grow their business, step by step. Always remember the business is a coffee related brand. I want it to have a mobile cart. I want it to have a cafe or a pop-up with a creative customer focused identity. Then also ask for details when you are not sure. So I don't want it just cooking up things, when it's really not sure. You should ask questions. So this is what it's going to assist me with by naming, menu ideas, social media, launch checklist, marketing strategy, customer persona creation, practice pitches, pricing strategies, and profit modeling, of course. So that's the prompt, the instructions I've given to this particular agent. And I'm going to, I can decide to put a conversation starter. Maybe let's just say, how can I help you today? Or let's start by a salutation. Say, good morning. How can I help today? And then it's as simple as that. I go on to click the action. If you want to upload files, you can actually do that on here if you have some files you want it to work with. So for this particular demo, I do not want to add any files, so I'll be leaving that. You can choose the model you want here. I'm going to be using a ChatGPT 4.0, and I'm going to click create new action. Now, so it brings us here. For authentication, this is where you can put an API key if you have one. Let's say, for instance, I want to connect my coffee agent to maybe a brand like Alibaba or Amazon, I can get their APIs, and then if I have an API, I can put that in here so that it's able to maybe monitor the prices of coffee machines on Alibaba Express for me. And so when I come in the morning, it already has a list of different brands, and then all I'll have to do is probably to pick one, make a selection. ChatGPT is not going to do that, but an agent can do that if you design it to do so. I can decide that, I do not want just a checklist that has coffee machines. I also want you to spool out data from Alibaba list of vendors who sell a certain kind of coffee beans, which I'll be using for my coffee production business. And when I come in the morning, it will be producing all of that for me. So regular ChatGPT, when you come online, it probably does not remember that you guys had a conversation yesterday. But when you decide to create an AI agent, it is dedicated to you. It works like your personal assistant, thinking, and producing result and next steps. So just because I do not have I don't think it's necessary for now, I'm going to be leaving this particular field as is. I'm also going to be leaving the schema, because this is where I want to put in an API key if I get one. So I'll just go ahead and click on create. Do I want it visible to anyone? Not yet, so I'm going to be clicking only me. So it's loading now. Yeah, my GPT agent has been published, so let's access it from here. I click on that, and then this is what it looks like. It says a helpful assistant built to support the planning, launch, and growth of a unique coffee business, from branding to customer engagement. Now I'm going to be putting in the prompts, which I also used in ChatGPT. So same prompts, I put it on here, and I click enter, and let's see what the agents will do differently. Okay. So you can see that it's already building a detailed report for me. Target audience, startup cost, potential revenue, branding ideas, marketing strategy, decision considerations. So it's asking, would you like help fleshing out a pitch deck, brand visuals, or a step-by-step launch checklist? I'm going to say checklist, please. Okay, so this is what it has done with the checklist. This looks lovely and well detailed. And I tell you, when I come back tomorrow, when I come back here, it's going to ask me a follow-up question regarding what we have just discussed today. It's not just going to move on, like a regular ChatGPT. So these chatbots, they give you, pre-written replies. Somehow it's been built at the back end. The collected files, have already been imputed, and so when you ask it a question, it just goes straight there to retrieve a response for you, regarding that question. AI agents, on the other hand, can understand what you're asking. They can break it down into steps. They can even take action, across other tools and learn from feedback. So I would say that AI agents are smarter, than chatbots, when you want to look at it holistically. This is why AI agents are becoming increasingly, important in our day-to-day activity, because they help you to be more efficient, they help you to be more, productive. And by the time you have, reduced your workload, by 20-30%, at the end of the day, you have more time to really be more creative at what you do and drive more, results. Another example I would like to share is AutoGPT. These are advanced AI agents that you can give a particular goal. Goals like build me a website, and they can figure out all of the steps it will take, to build a lovely working website for you. So if you look at all of the examples I have mentioned, you literally see that it's as simple as the everyday, tasks to even more complex, tasks like building websites, managing YouTube channels, and all that. You can actually do that, so it's not something that is abstract. We'll be using it one way or the other, without really knowing about it. In a typical work environment, teams use AI agents to manage their calendars. Developers use AI agents for coding, and even to test their codes when they are done, to even help them debug. Sometimes as little as a comma can prevent your whole app from working. And if you're somebody that codes, how aching that can be, when you've looked through the line of code and then you don't realize that it's a simple comma or a simple colon that has made your caused a major defect in your code. And AI agents is swift to be able to identify things like that. For those of us in marketing, we can actually use AI agents to schedule our content. We can use AI agents to write our ads. We can use AI agents to respond, to comments that have being made on our posts daily. Now, for parents, you can actually use AI agents as well for your budgeting apps. You can use AI agents to set reminders, for activities with your children or even in your everyday life. Like I always would tell people, AI is not going anywhere. We just have to, come to the fact that this is the new way of doing things. This is the new technology. It's not like it's supposed to replace a human being, but it's there to support what you're already doing. So in a nutshell, AI agents are not here to replace humans, but there are tools that can take action for you. There are tools that can save time for you and also let you do more, things with less stress. And the more you understand them, the more powerful, you become as a person. Now, let me know in the comment section, have you used any AI agent? Are you planning to learn how to use one? Would you want to try out one yourself? Would you want me to create a video, or more videos around how to use AI agents? I'm happy to do that. On that note, I would like to say a very big thank you for watching and see you in my next video.